Of the many characters that figure prominently in the biblical story of the birth of Jesus Christ that we read in St. Luke's Gospel are shepherds. We have shepherds in our nativity scenes in all our family homes and in churches throughout the diocese, in fact, throughout the world. In his third volume, Jesus of Nazareth, The Infancy Narratives, the late Pope Benedict XVI wrote, Jesus was born among shepherds. He is the great shepherd of mankind. Listen for a moment as St. Luke tells us about them in his Gospel. And there were in the same country shepherds, abiding in the field, watching their flocks by night. It happened when the angels went away from all of them into the sky, that the shepherds said one to another, Let's go to Bethlehem now and see this thing that has happened, which the Lord has made known to us. All who heard it wondered at the things which were spoken to them by the shepherds. The imagery and presence of shepherds should come as no surprise, really. After all, a shepherd knows his sheep, and they him. The shepherd gathers and leads them, feeding them. They hear the shepherd's voice and follow him. Jesus, the Good Shepherd, came for the same purposes, especially since we whom the Messiah came to save from the time and sin of Adam and Eve have gone our own way rather than following the path that God intended. We can say, in a sense, that Jesus was born to be the Good Shepherd, and their presence on the hillsides in Bethlehem prefigured a task that Jesus himself would take up. They belonged there, and so is not simply a sentimental, nice part of the story. The shepherd's presence was intentional. In Matthew's Gospel we read, At the sight of the crowds, Jesus' heart was moved with pity for them, because they were troubled and abandoned like sheep without a shepherd. Today, the imagery and presence of shepherds is not as commonplace as it was then. People don't seek being a shepherd as a career path, at least not in our part of the world. Funny thing, however, driving home from the chancery in the evening along Carter Road, I occasionally pass a hillside where hundreds of sheep are grazing. And yet, I have never seen a shepherd there. Only sheep. Now, there must be a shepherd somewhere. I say that because the next morning, driving back to the chancery, there may be no sheep visible anywhere. Someone must lead them in and out, gather them in and gather them out. But what does he look like? How is he dressed? Perhaps he is there, the shepherd, just hidden in the midst of the sheep. The sight of all those sheep in the evening as the sun begins to set reminds me every day of the Christmas story, portrayed so beautifully in St. Luke's Gospel. Was that what it looked like that first Christmas evening, I wonder? I look for a bright star beginning to shine in the eastern sky. I imagine a stable somewhere on the horizon where other animals may be gathered, keeping a mother, a father, and a child warm. I take myself back thousands of years without driving my car off the road, and I let my mind wander a bit. The sheep are paying no mind at all to the passing traffic. They belong there. That hillside is theirs. They are the ones getting all the attention as they go about their business. Where is my camera, I think? Or better, a paintbrush and easel, if I had the talent. What a great Christmas card that scene would make. The car moves along, but not the image or the memory. Where is the shepherd? Then it dawns on me, there had to be a shepherd hidden somewhere, for they were waiting for the shepherd. just as the people of God had waited for thousands of years, just as those shepherds on the hillside in Bethlehem that first Christmas night. The image draws me there once again. Let's go to Bethlehem now and see this thing that has happened, which the Lord has made known to us, Luke writes. And once we behold it, once we experience Christmas anew, it is ours to return glorifying and praising God for all the things that we have heard and seen, just as it has been told to us. The shepherds help us understand the Christmas story. They lead the sheep to the great and good shepherd, the long-awaited Messiah born in Bethlehem. And so Merry Christmas, everyone, and every blessing of health, happiness, and peace in the new year.